For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. What companies have proven that they need to be added to the wall of shame following this pandemic? McDonald's opposing sick leave in the new congressional bill. Edit. Link. I'm not loving it. McDonald's is ducking evil. They once recommended that their employees return unopened Christmas gifts to get out of holiday/Christmas debt versus, raising their pay to a sustainable level. Spectrum. They will not let employees work remotely even though they can. WTF. Argument 1. Not all employees can work from home, so nobody can. But allowing as many as possible to work from home, it flattens the curve. Argument 2. You're not as effective working from home. Employees are not effective sick, dead or unemployed either. This is his unfounded, unbacked opinion. And it's outdated. Employees regularly do on-call, weekend or overnight work from home. And this saves the company money, since they don't have to go into work. Argument 3. We provide critical communications services. Precisely why we need to isolate employees. Any company that receives bailout money and then turns around and gives executive bonuses, not just a wall of shame, but should be investigated, money taken and possibly jailed. Definitely jailed. Not a cushy jail either. White collar crime, it costs lives money being diverted away from addressing the disease. Homelessness, lost wages will result in death. Anyone trying to profit from that deserves real jail time comparable to manslaughter. I mean that. This may be more on the side of the stock market crack. Boeing. They spent $43 billion through 2017 to 2018 on stock buybacks, helping more than double their share price. Then a bunch of their planes started having mechanical failures, a whole bunch of people did/cold died, and now they're begging for a bailout. They don't deserve a bailout. Their financial problems are their own making. So there's this new analysis of Boeing going around in the aviation industry. THST virus will cost them more than the 737 maximum crisis did. And everyone's like, well, whoops. One of those is not like the other. Maybe they could cover CV-19 losses, but number 737 maximum. I'd actually like to shine a positive light on Home Depot. They gave all full-time workers 80 hours of sick pay and all part-time workers 40 hours of sick pay regardless of how long they've worked there, and if it's not used by the end of the year they'll get it as a bonus. Home Depot is actually a great company to work for. A month ago I was very pleased to see my local Home Depot had a table of N95 masks on clearance at the front of the store. No more than 2 packs per person, to discourage one person from just buying them all. That was the middle of February. Their usual kids craft weekend, the first Saturday of the month. They passed out the kits and sent kids home as they arrived to prevent groups from congregating. That was long before the bans on large gatherings. It really made me like them even more. I eagerly await Nestle's next move. Nestle's next move will likely be related to buying a whole bunch of kits and treatment so that when the virus really starts getting to work on Africa, their supply of cocoa will be protected. They will likely laud this as some humanitarian effort when it's really about their bottom line. Can't pay desperate people to harvest at $0.10 a day when they can't breathe. Due to corruption and pre-existing situations, Africa is going to be completely over by this and will probably lose even more of itself to China and major companies once all is said and done. Amazon/Whole Foods. They're doing unpaid sick without an actual diagnosis. Nearly impossible here in Austin. 2 weeks paid sick time for confirmed diagnosis and asking well workers to donate PTO to sick workers. Amazon is king of the wall of shame. They don't need to be added again. I thought we were adding notches below its entry to keep up with every time they prove it worthy of the wall of shame again. Local credit union CEO refuses work from home because this all blown out of proportion. My bank finally decided to close the lobby, effective 3/19. This measure should have been taken at least a week ago. But back then, they thought it was progressive to remove the coffee from the wait area. I may have gone cross-eyed from the amount of eye rolling I've been doing. GameStop by all accounts. Also, it's becoming desperately clear that some sort of regulation is needed for companies to keep a reserve of at the very least month's pay for all employees. This pandemic will end GameStop. Wow, I was thinking the opposite. I highly dislike GameStop, but this seems like a perfect scenario for a game store to thrive. I mean, I guess if they do actually close down it could hurt them, but as of yet I think they are remaining open.